Alright guys, we are back. It is game 3 in our TVT round of 8 match between Fnatic KawaiiRice spawning as our yellow Terran player on the right side of GSL Xel'Naga Fortress, and at the bottom Kaz. That's great. Facing off against DDE from the team 6 Jacks. So TVT, they are tied up 1-1. We saw KawaiiRice just do a really great job of staying defensive, then getting out, killing off DDE with that interesting switch to Battlecruiser. Yeah, I mean, DDE, yeah, he's saying it right there. He didn't expect Yamato, didn't expect that switch, but ended up working out. Don't know if he'll be able to do the same thing in this game. I think DDE, you know, is going to be watching out for things that are a little bit weirder here. But that's so interesting, actually. I mean, because I don't know. It was very interesting. But, alright, well, they're talking about it here. I guess they're explaining it. So DDE is saying he wasn't able to prepare for it, get enough Vikings because he didn't have enough gas. Sitting like a rock, as you can see. Man, I just had like some awesome dumplings that Slog gave me. He ordered this, well, it's kind of like this Chinese-Korean place, but Chinese food is completely different in Korea than it is in America. Like here, it's like these great black noodles and dumplings and things like that. Just hanging out between casting some games and just sharing some dumplings. FXO Slog, what a nice guy. I don't think these guys want to be nice to each other. They want to win. They want to get to that semi-final match. They want that chance at the 500 Canadian dollars, which is a prize for this. You know, I wonder if I actually have the language filter on. I guess I must. Oh well. I want StarCraft to be able to be watched by all age groups. It's a family event, except for when Dark Templar cut Marauders into like 5 pieces. Then it's not so family oriented then. Yeah. Oh, DDE apparently not playing an NASL. We're learning all sorts of stuff from this conversation here. Let's take a look at the game, though, actually. The chat is, like, it's distracting me. I'm trying to, like, be like, oh, okay, what build are these guys doing? I want to talk about that. But then DDE starts talking about other events and things. I don't think KawaiiRice is going to get DDE's NASL spots. Sorry, KawaiiRice. So what do we got? Gas in a factory. Could mean a lot of things. 1 Rex expand from KawaiiRice. I can't believe it. KawaiiRice wanting a chance to beat some Koreans. Well, if he wins this game right here, he's got a chance to go to the next round and play against some Koreans. Koreans from the Korean server, rather. Yep, 1-1-1 from DDE. Could be going for a Banshee or 2. Could be going for a couple different things. We'll have to find out. Really hasn't been any sort of early rushing in this game. Both of these guys just really macroing quite a bit. Kind of earliest rushy sort of thing we saw was those Banshees, the cloak Banshees in game 1 from DDE. Tech Lab going down for KawaiiRice, and wouldn't be surprised at all to see him go for a quick Marauder and slow. I think that worked out very well from last game. Thunk, that Hellion just drove right into the wall. He's in a heap of trouble because it's bad to drink and drive, that's why. Alright, so Hellion's not going to be able to do any damage. Getting away just in time here. And meanwhile, back at the base of DDE, it will be Banshees, but this time without Cloak. So just trying to put a little bit of pressure on. Now, we'll have to see if DDE decides to play his Banshees the Korean way or the Western way. And I'll tell you guys the difference between those two. The Korean way, that a lot of the Korean players decide to use Banshees, is they go for the Marines. They intentionally try to micro and kill as many Marines as possible, and you know, they kill an SCV or 2 if they get a chance to, but they really want to thin out those Marine numbers. Now what that does obviously is let your next push that comes be that much more powerful, just because your opponent has a lot less to defend. Now the Western way tends to be to instead focus on going after gatherers to try to get that economic advantage. So there's kind of 2 different ways. I don't think anyone's really better than the other, but kind of interesting to see players choose different things. The Xel'Naga tower is almost done. There it goes. We're actually going to sit and watch it blow up. I want to watch it blow up. Do you get to see it blow up on the overworld map if there's nothing next to it? I wonder. It's getting very low. The life is out on it. There it goes. Whoa, that's quite the explosion actually. So yeah, oh wow, look at that. Physics, a little bit less. The gravity is lower on this map apparently. So there you go, that's what happens to the Xel'Naga Tower at the 7-minute mark. Just in case you guys were wondering what it looks like. And yeah, DDE is going to be meching again. Going for a blue flame first this time around. You know, again, not a bad decision at all. And this Banshee trying to do some damage. Not really able to do a whole lot. Got one kill, it looks like. It's still a recruit. Yeah, KawaiiRice very well prepared this time around with some missile turrets. Yep. Oh. And going after the guys in gas. You can, I mean, it's nice because sometimes I forget to put guys back in gas. Like KawaiiRice, for instance, still has one guy in gas here. So that'll slow him down for a little while. But overall, you know, it's a little bit tougher to kill the guys in gas. Actually, just as an experiment, let's see how long it takes KawaiiRice to remember to put guys back in gas. Let's see. Banshee coming in, trying to do some more damage. Takes out the reactor, that'll be pretty nice. KawaiiRice still hasn't put 2 more guys in gas. So this actually is doing quite a bit to slow down the gas intake for KawaiiRice, so that's kind of nice. Okay, there we go. Now putting a few more in there. Oh, now just 2. So still just 2 guys in gas. It's been over a minute now. So this is one of those instances where attacking the gas does work because it can kind of mess your opponent up. DDE, I mean, if he can kill off this reactor, that'd be kind of nice. Reactors take forever to build anyway. Still just 2 guys in gas for KawaiiRice. Hellions coming in from behind. Those Marauders were slow, really doing well, though. I don't think he did a whole lot of damage. Yep, only 7 workers killed total, so not a huge amount of losses for KawaiiRice. And DDE is going to be able to kill off this reactor. Oh, nice job waiting until it was almost finished before killing it off. Still just 2 guys in gas for KawaiiRice, too. And I mean, it's so easy to forget to do this. I mean, don't look at this and think, oh, KawaiiRice is a bad player because he didn't put his guys back in gas. No, this happens to everybody. It's really easy to miss. But just kind of interesting to see, you know, how much that tends to affect it from time to time. DDE doing some more harassment here. That mule's almost dead already. Oh, going after some SCVs. So KawaiiRice doing a good amount of harassment here. Oh no, is he going to lose the Banshee? It looks like he is, but that's okay because there's a blue flame Hellion drop in the main, killing a lot of Marines right now. So look at this again, the building placement for KawaiiRice, very good at keeping those Hellions from going in and doing any real economic damage. And DDE is going to lose his entire drop here. So with that, let's take a look at DDE's base. He's got 4 factories out right now. He's got siege mode upgraded, no armories quite yet for upgrades. Looks like he's going to try to expand again. Now this is a bit better map for mech. It's a lot better. You can play very defensively. You've got some cliffs to kind of control things here and there. You've got this middle ground that you can control. You see a lot of players even building like a sensor tower right here to sort of replace the Xel'Naga Tower. That gets taken out just because in TVT, if you can control this middle part of the map with a big siege tank line, it becomes very tough for your opponent to really break through that. Checking for a 3rd there as well. Supply-wise, DDE is a little bit ahead, but you know, he's just killed more units at this point. That's the only reason. Yep, 8 workers and a good amount of Marines as well. So, you know, KawaiiRice can't really move out right now, but, you know, DDE really isn't in a position to necessarily move out himself either. So both players still in a little bit of a standoff. Alright, so 6 jacks, DDE. Oh, scan from Fnatic KawaiiRice. They're looking for the army and you will see it. And what I'm kind of waiting for right now is, I'm kind of curious about the armory timing for DDE. It just feels to me like the armories are coming kind of late in this. I mean, I think he's foregoing the armory and the upgrades to just have, you know, an extra factory out producing units. But kind of interesting to see the difference in terms of the strength of the army rather, in kind of the mid game versus bio. Huh. But KawaiiRice not really getting any upgrades either that I'm aware of. 0-1 right now, so yeah, he does have +1 weapons, and he's going to go ahead and move out with that. He gets 0-0 DDE, and when he scans to see these tanks coming in, I don't know how eager he is going to be to attack for that. But does he see the 3rd? That's the question right now. He did not see the 3rd quite yet. And KawaiiRice is going to try to come from below, actually, and that's going to be pretty difficult to attack up to. Yeah, he's going to actually turn around. I think he just maybe wanted to look for this area, possibly. Make sure there wasn't any third there. Oh, he will find the third here, though. Marine got to radio back home just before it died, and DDE is going to take this as a sign to move in and try to do some damage, but this is a nice building placement for KawaiiRice. And yeah, these Hellions are going to do absolutely nothing. Roasted one Marauder and a Marine or so, but yeah. Oh no, and the Hellions getting caught by the bio from KawaiiRice as well. So this is really great. I mean, this is a style that you don't really see in a bio on the Korean server. On the Korean server, you just see tons and tons of SCVs dying all the time because nobody really walls in like this on the Korean server. I think they could really take a lesson from the way KawaiiRice is going bio against mech here. It's very good. Looks like we're going to see a battlecruiser switch again. That'll be fun. Did he put the fusion core out of the way at all this time? He did kind of hide it behind his natural a little bit more, so a little bit less of a chance that a scan will see this. Now this third is going to be a little bit tougher to handle for KawaiiRice, a little bit tougher to take, because DDE will be able to run in there and do some damage with Hellions possibly. That's why he's going to need to keep this little group of mostly Marauders there to keep it safe from Hellions. So this is interesting. It's like a non-drop oriented, really defensive style bio in the early to mid game, and then a switch to battlecruiser later on. Very different. Very, very cool. Huh. Yeah, just 2 Banshees, a good amount of Vikings, and then producing Vikings and battlecruisers. Alright. While using the bio to kind of keep DDE at home. That's actually really cool. I mean, it's kind of debatable. I mean, they're still pretty even on supply. DDE could still easily win, but it's an interesting situation to see. It's something a little bit new. We haven't really seen TVT played like this quite yet, so this is actually so cool. I just sounded like a 16-year-old girl at a birthday party right there. This is actually so cool, guys. Like, totally. Like, for real, guy. Alright, so DDE's producing more Vikings this time around. Did he actually scan and see the fusion core again? Oh, he did. Okay, so he does know about it. Does know that the fusion core is coming. This time, though, does DDE have the gas and the resources he needs to produce the air to take that out? He does have 3 bases that are in a much better position. They're mining much better than the 3 bases from last game. His third never quite got off the ground that much on dual site. So he could potentially do better. He's producing more Vikings now. Let's take a look at the unit counting station for a second. 8 Vikings to 7. So yeah, DDE actually has more at the moment. But the battlecruisers are going to be able to help even that out, and DDE is actually going to move out. Pretty scary army for 6-Jack's DDE right now. Staying even with KawaiiRice for army at the moment. And there are 2 battlecruisers rather out right now. Another tech lab going down. He's going to be able to produce a lot of battlecruisers with those 3 bases up and running. And let's take a look at the upgrades. Still 0-0 for mech right now for DDE. Actually, DDE has no upgrades at the moment. KawaiiRice's bio is 0-1 still, while his air is also 0-0. So just not a lot of upgrades in general for these guys at the moment. Going upgradeless. Oh, and this is the DDE mech style that we know and love. Getting a ton of turrets, probably going to make some bunkers as well, possibly. It's going to just try to very slowly and defensively push out across the map. These missile turrets will do pretty well against the battlecruisers. I saw him win a game or a series against a player named Blur way back when, and he did this type of thing on, believe it or not, Steps of War. Oh, here comes KawaiiRice though with the battlecruisers and the Vikings. What does DDE have against air? These Vikings going after the battlecruisers, but oh, not the best positioning right now for DDE, losing a lot of Vikings to the Vikings of KawaiiRice. And look at that. That may be all it takes right there, actually. DDE suddenly again in that position where he just doesn't have the air advantage. There's not a lot he can do against the battlecruisers. KawaiiRice going in to take out this 4th base. This game is starting to get very, very exciting right now. Is he going to land the Vikings? He might. DDE trying to push in. He's going to just go for it, it looks like. Battlecruisers going after the SCVs, and here comes DDE just trying to push into the base. Fnatic, KawaiiRice are our 2 battlecruisers there, and that is enough to take out those 2 Vikings. So yeah, I think KawaiiRice has got this again. No matter what, DDE cannot take out these 2 battlecruisers. Those 4 Vikings are not enough to do it. He's going to try to kite him. And nice kiting so far by DDE. Oh, actually really nice kiting by DDE. Taking out 1 battlecruiser, never mind, I forgot. You can actually micro Vikings pretty well against battlecruisers, even with the speed increase. But look at this, KawaiiRice just absolutely annihilating the base of DDE. But, you know, DDE doing some damage as well. He's going to need to take out this battlecruiser, though. DDE needs to micro against this battlecruiser. KawaiiRice doing more damage in the middle of the map and not microing. Yeah, here come the more Vikings for KawaiiRice saving that last battlecruiser. And with that, I think DDE might be out of luck here, despite all the damage that he's been able to do to the base of KawaiiRice. I mean, it's just not going to be enough. That air advantage is just insurmountable right now. I don't know. Let's switch to battlecruiser and Viking, apparently working 2 games in a row for Fnatic KawaiiRice. I gotta say, I'm a bit surprised, but it worked out for him. Very cool couple of games, and it looks like KawaiiRice is going to get his wish. He's going to get the chance to take out some Koreans later in this tournament. Last tank goes down. Bio moving into the natural, and now it's just a matter of moments before we see the GG. Not a lot KawaiiRice can do. Yeah, still a couple bases running just fine for KawaiiRice. DDE is basically out of luck. Vikings landing, but there are so many Marauders there. It's not going to be a problem at all. Yeah, SCB is getting in on the action, and really, even if this army is cleaned up by DDE, KawaiiRice can basically just move in with his air units then and finish the job. Yeah, you notice KawaiiRice kind of trying to focus a little bit more on the Vikings. And yeah, 5 battlecruisers, 4 Vikings. Let's take a look at the unit counting station. DDE does have more Vikings, but again, you know, with the battlecruisers, seems like a good strat. I think we're about to see the DDE GG here. GG. Good luck. Nice manner from DDE there. And that is it. So KawaiiRice taking down DDE 2-1 in this best of 3 round of 8 for the lastplayerstanding.com. Open tournament number 2 with some very cool bio into battlecruiser play. That was a fun TVT series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We have 1 round of 8 match yet to go, so I'm going to go ahead and cast that right now, get that out to you as fast as possible. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next cast.